Hey my dudes, my name is Cecilia and welcome to my kitchen here in Stockholm, Sweden. Today is the 8th day of our 12 days of Christmas and we are making GELÉHALLON. GELÉHALLON are like raspberry gumdrops basically, and they're really pretty simple to make, but they do require a little bit of special equipment. First and foremost, we have our little gumdrop molds here. I'll have a link in the description down below for where you can get these. You could use any silicone mold, but these are, gumdrop shape. So I'm using those. The second piece of equipment we will be using is a sauce gun. You just pour everything in here and then go choot, 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 and everything comes out of the bottom. These are super common in restaurants, and especially breakfast places. They're used a lot for like pancake batter, but also they're great in candy making because they're really fast and they give you really great like accuracy without like burning yourself. You can, however, use any heat-proof container. When I tested these, I used just my little ceramic creamer gravy boat guy, and as long as it's heat proof, then you're gonna be fine. But this is just a little bit better because I can get more in there. I don't have to keep pouring into here and then it cools down faster, and then it can just get a little bit hectic. So if you're really getting into candy making, definitely invest in a sauce gun. They're not super cheap, but I make a lot of candy, so it's worth it to me. The other important thing to note, as with all candy making, is that the syrups that we're gonna be working with when they're boiling, as I used to tell my interns at the restaurant, these are change your life hot. So this is not something to mess around with. A sugar syrup burn is a very, very serious burn. And so please be careful when working with hot sugar syrups. With all that said, now that I've completely freaked you out about making these at home, let's get started.
First, defrost 300 grams of raspberries. Blend well. You could use fresh raspberries for this. They just aren't seasoned for me, so I'm using frozen. Also, I don't have like a real blender, I just have this hand blender, but use whatever you have. Anyways, strain through a fine mesh strainer. We don't want any seeds. Next, into a bowl of ice water, place 36 grams of gelatin. Make sure to place the sheets in one at a time so they are well coated in water. Place to the side. Into a large pot, pour 180 grams of water, 450 grams of sugar, and 150 grams of glucose. Place on the stove. Stir a bit in the beginning so no sugar sticks to the bottom and burns. Bring up to a boil. There is no need to stir as it is coming up in temperature. As soon as it hits 140 degrees Celsius or 284 degrees Fahrenheit, throw in 200 grams of raspberry puree and 14 grams of citric acid. Stir continuously as it cooks, as the mixture likes to stick on the bottom. Once the temperature reaches 122 degrees Celsius or 252 degrees Fahrenheit, turn off the heat. Wring the extra water from the bloom gelatin and throw it in. Stir very well to combine. We don't want any chunks of gelatin. As quickly as possible, pour the hot candy liquid into the sauce gun and begin filling the molds. You need to move quickly. The mixture begins to set as soon as it begins to cool. Try not to overfill each cavity, as it just causes more work for you. However, it is almost impossible not to overfill some, so don't worry so much. When you're done pouring, take a small offset and wipe away any excess. Remember, everything is still hot, so be careful.
Now these just need to cure for about 24 hours. Pop them in the fridge and they can live there as well. It has been about 24 hours and I did leave these in the fridge. You can leave them out at room temperature, but just in my experience of making these, it's just easier to keep them in the fridge until you pop them out, and then they live at room temperature for the rest of their lives. But just like make your life easy, pop them in the fridge. Take a piece of parchment paper here. I have a bowl of water and also a bowl of sugar. And into that bowl of sugar, I'm just gonna throw some citric acid. I wanna do about 1%, so I'm just gonna have like a large pinchy, maybe 2 large pinchies. I like it kind of on the sour side. I do have like a recipe down below for this, by the way, in the description. It's supposed to be 100% sugar and 1% citric acid, which is like baker's percentages, which I have not gone over baker's percentages with you guys, so I don't, recipes down below. Alrighty, sugar's all mixed up. And we're gonna do one of these at a time. So I'm just gonna move this guy over here and we'll work on this one right now. I like to keep my fingers wet because it just helps. And it I hate being sticky. So if my fingers are just a little bit wet, then I feel less sticky and I'm less like, bleh. You just kind of want to go around the outside. And once it's kind of like gone away from the edge, it'll just like ploop, plop right out. And you can take it off and into the sugar. So again, you just kind of start to push it out, but I like to go around and like help it like that. And then it'll just come all the way out by itself. And if these aren't like all the way set, so like if you tried to do this after like 2 hours of sitting out and you're like, oh, but it's like not hot anymore, it must be set, right? Wrong, I promise you. All right, so anyways, you do a bunch of them and they sit in the sugar and then you just coat them in sugar and then you just let them out. Now at this point, of course, you can eat them. They're totally ready to eat. But I would leave them out like this for about 24 hours. That's gonna help them just kind of like get that nice like skin on them like a gummy at the grocery store would have. You just want them to like, it's like curing, I guess you would say. Yeah, just let them live their best lives before you like shove them all in a box. That's also gonna keep them from becoming like one giant gumdrop mass in the box. Oh my God, I'm so sticky already. I hate it so much. Okay, and then we just move on. All right, we're gonna work on the second one in a second. But look how cute they are. Let's taste one. I'm ready. My body is ready. They're so good. I mean, it's a gumdrop. What's there not to like, right? They're chewy, they're sweet, but they're not too sweet because of all the citric acid in them. Really great raspberry flavor because we used like our own homemade raspberry puree that doesn't have any added sugar in it. If you're using regular like raspberry puree that you bought, just make sure that it's like as like straight up as possible and doesn't have a bunch of added sugar into it. It's delicious. These are great. People go nuts over them. I used to serve a version of these at a 3 Michelin star restaurant. Like people love these. They're incredible. You're gonna love them as well. All the good things. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like this week's video, then please like and subscribe. And I hope that you have a great week and happy holidays. Hej då!